The Gnome from Rome. Brought to you with love by Little Bunny Books. In Rome's bright and bustling glow, a secret garden few would know. Hidden behind a wall of stone, lived a quiet little gnome alone. He tended plants both great and small. Tomatoes, olives, he grew them all. Grapes hung ripe upon the vine. Hazelnuts made the garden divine. His only friend, a rabbit named Gray. Together they toiled through each new day. Gray never spoke, but the gnome understood. A bond of trust, both kind and good. He drank grape juice from the vines every week and fetched fresh water from the creek. His life was quiet, calm, and bright, yet something stirred within at night. One morning, as sunlight danced through the leaves, the gnome felt a yearning from his hat to his feet. In the heart of the olive tree's twisted embrace, he spied a strange glow in a shadowy place. He climbed the tree with careful care and found the object hidden there. It shimmered faintly, smooth and grand, a secret waiting in his hand. A piece of a magical stone seemed to say, "There's more to life than this garden's way." Inscribed upon its glowing face, to an ancient city with snow-capped walls, you will find your treasure awaits. The gnome's heart leapt with wild delight. Could this be calling me to new heights? He showed it to Gray, who tilted his head, then hopped closer and nudged the gnome's hand, with a twitch of his nose and a flick of his ear. Gray's encouragement was perfectly clear. "Go," said his eyes full of life. "Go and embrace the stone's light." He packed a satchel with care and haste. Grape juice, nuts, no time to waste. Gray hopped beside him, a silent plea. "I'll tend to the garden, leave it to me." With a wave and a smile, the gnome set out, past the walls of stone, beyond any doubt. The garden grew smaller, his dreams grew large. Adventure ahead, his heart took charge. The city's streets were loud and bright, a whirlwind world of day and night. The Colosseum stood proud and tall, its shadow cast a magical call. The Trevi fountain bustled with cheer, crowds of people far and near. Coins flew high, wishes were made. The gnome stepped closer, unafraid. Through the crowd, he caught a gleam, a secret shimmer within the stream. He leaned in close, his heart a-whirl, to find a clue, a glowing pearl. The gnome retrieved the hidden prize, shining bright before his eyes. The pearl fit into the stone's design, revealing words with clues that align. Seek the city where art resides, a blooming beauty there abides. With this clue, his path aligned. To Florence's treasures he felt inclined, determined now his course was set. An epic adventure he would not regret. With newfound purpose, the gnome set forth. Leaving Rome, he traveled north through rolling hills and fields of green, toward the city of artists' dreams. The road was long, but he was strong, each step a beat in adventure's song. At last, he reached the city's gate, where art and beauty decorate. Florence welcomed him with open arms, a city rich in culture's charms, to Duomo's dome across the Ponte Vecchio. Through the galleries of Uffizi with treasures aglow, the gnome stood awestruck, heart aflame, eager to play the treasure's game. The stone then pointed to a place, a garden filled with natural grace, the Balboli Gardens, vast and grand, where art and nature blend like grains of sand. Amongst the statues and the flowers, the gnome explored for many hours, until he found a hidden clue, a symbol that he quickly knew. An iris carved in marble stone, the city's emblem, his very own. It pointed toward a hidden door, behind which lay yet more in store. With gentle push, the door gave way to a secret path, a hidden bay. The gnome stepped through with heavy breath into the unknown's depths. Within the chamber, dimly lit, an artist's workshop neatly fit. Paintings, sculptures, works of art, each one crafted with loving heart. A journal lay upon the desk, its pages filled with notes and sketches picturesque. The gnome read through and found a page that spoke of a treasure in a distant place. To the city where a tower leans, a marvel that defies the scenes. With this new hint, the gnome prepared to leave Florence down the city stairs, for Pisa called with wonders grand, and secrets waiting close at hand. With steady steps, the gnome set out. His heart was filled with eager doubt, through Tuscan landscapes, rich and fair, toward the tower leaning there. The road was short, the journey sweet. Each step brought new sights to greet. At last Pisa's charm he found, a city where the arts abound. The leaning tower stood tall and proud, its tilt a wonder, drawing crowds. The gnome approached with careful gaze, seeking clues within its maze. He climbed the steps, both winding and steep, to find the secrets hiding to seek. Within a crevice, hidden deep, a tiny compass, there to keep. It pointed north with steady grace, assisting him to find his place. The stone, now clearer in its design, to Bologna city, next in line. With compass set and stone in hand, the gnome departed Pisa's land. The city's wonders left behind, new adventures filled his mind. Through Tuscan fields, beneath the sun, his journey toward Bologna begun. rolling hills and cypress trees, guided by a gentle breeze. As daylight waned and stars awoke, he rested by an ancient oak. Dreams of towers reaching high, reflected in the night sky. At dawn's first light, he rose anew. Bologna's spires came into view. With eager steps, he neared the gate, unaware of what would await. In Bologna's streets, both old and new, the gnome sought out his next clue. Yet no secrets came to light, no hidden paths or clues in sight. His stomach growled, the hour was late. So he stopped at a trattoria where he ate, the menu brimming with delights, a feast to warm the coldest nights. First, a bowl of bolognese appeared, hand-cut pasta, sauce revered. Rich and hearty, flavors deep, a taste of Bologna he'd keep. Next, margherita pizza, hot and round, with flavors that in his heart resound. To finish, gelato smooth and sweet, and a cannoli. Now the meal is complete. With his belly full, the gnome resumed his quest. In Bologna's square, he sought some rest. By Neptune's fountain, he took his seat, reflecting on the clues and his journey's feat. Suddenly, a whisper in a gentle tone, heard from the fountain's rippling flow. To the waterways you must be drawn, that overflow in the summer's dawn. A place awaits with secrets to unfold. There your treasure will be told. With purpose renewed, he rose with grace, setting his sights on Venice's embrace. Through winding roads and landscapes fair, the city of canals awaited there. Departing Bologna, heart aligned, toward Venice's mysteries intertwined. With vision clear, he traveled east, through terrain to Venice, where waters feast. The city's charm, a sight to see, a floating world on the sea. A gondola carried him on liquid streets, beneath arching bridges in the sun's warm heats. The gondolier, with stories bold, spoke of treasures and secrets old. Gnome marveled at the sights around, the floating city's magic found, but in his heart the quest remained, to find the place the clues had named. Through winding streets and alleys tight, he searched by day and into night, until he found the bridge so famed, the Bridge of Sighs, as it was named. Beneath its arch the waters flowed, a hidden door that now showed. He pressed the stone, the door swung wide, revealing truths held inside. Within the chamber, cool and dark, a treasure lay that sparked a spark. An ancient gem with magic light joined the stone, a compass bright, its needle westward, steady, true, revealed the path the gnome should pursue. An inscription read in words that spoke to the heart of the gnome, a riddle bespoke. Where the highest gardens grow, seek the maze where love must flow. The gnome now knew his journey's thread. To Verona's tales he must be led. With this new clue, his course was set. To Juicy Garden his journey met, through verdant paths and blossoms scent. The gnome pursued the message sent. In labyrinths of green design, he sought the treasure's hidden sign. With every step, his spirits high, beneath Verona's azure sky. The compass led with steady glow, embarking on the final phase, guiding where he ought to go. In the garden, hope reborn, the gnome pressed on through paths well worn, anticipation in his chest to find the prize and end his quest. Through cypress-lined avenues, he followed all the ancient clues. In the heart of Verona's verdant maze, the gnome discovered, to his amaze, a parchment old with words concealed. In cryptic verse, their path revealed. Seek the city where triumphs stand, an arch of peace, both proud and grand. Beyond its gate, your journeys end, where towering peaks and meadows blend. Pondering this mysterious clue, the gnome discerned the path to pursue. To Milan's embrace, he must proceed, where the arch of peace would guide his need. Through Lombardy's expanse, the gnome did roam, arriving in Milan, a majestic home. The city's pulse, both vibrant and bright, led him to Sempione's light. There stood the arch, in grandeur's might, its neoclassical form, a splendid sight. Beneath its arches he felt a call, a whispering wind, an ancient thrall. Inspecting carvings, intricate and old, the gnome perceived a story told. A mountain's peak with meadows near, a place where skies are crystal clear. The Alps, with summits grand, straddling borders, a natural stand. His destination now in sight, he set his course by dawn's first light. At the arch's base, a hidden nook revealed itself upon closer look. There lay a piece, both old and grand, the final part within his hands. As he combined it with the rest, the treasure formed a perfect crest. It glowed and shimmered, rising high, illuminating the evening sky. The radiant beacon took its flight toward the mountains, a gleaming light. It hovered over the Matterhorn's peak, a silent guide, the path to seek. The gnome, with soul now aligned, set forth with an unwavering mind, through snowy trails and winds so cold, to find the treasure legends told. Through alpine trails and snowy crests, the gnome pursued his earnest quest, facing winds and icy chills, traversing slopes and daunting hills. At Matterhorn's base, a cavern concealed, a hidden door, the stone revealed. With artifacts and clues in hand, he used his key to enter Gnomeland. Within the mountain's heart, a sight, an ancient city bathed in golden light. Gnomes at work, with laughter shared, a thriving home, with love declared. The treasure sought was not of gold, but stories, histories, and tales untold. A legacy of gnomekind's past, a heritage returned at last. The elders gathered, faces kind, revealing truths to ease his mind. An earthquake, an avalanche, in ages past, we dispersed our kin so we could last. To safeguard our youth, you were sent away to Rome's embrace, where you would stay. The relics served to guide you home when the time was right for you to come. The gnome resolved to stay and learn, embracing family at every turn. Yet thoughts of grey and garden dear prompted a message, sincere and clear, a letter sent to his rabbit friend with gratitude and love to send. The journey's treasure, now I see, is the bond between family. You never need to be alone with just one friend or a mountain of gnomes. Grey's reply, with paw prints signed, shared joy of kinship intertwined. The garden flourished under his care. With the passing time, he grew a family of hares, a testament to the love they share. The beauty in life can be found anywhere. The gnome content began anew, with his mountain kin and an alpine view, his heart at peace, his spirit light, embracing all the adventures of life.